Melania Trump is no stranger to the finer things in life. While she's occasionally spotted in casual pieces like her go-to Converse sneakers or that famous pair of Timberland boots, her wardrobe mostly screams high fashion. Think designer labels, custom tailoring, and price tags that could make your jaw drop. Some of her outfits cost more than a luxury car, and her accessories? Let's just say they could easily buy a small apartment. But which of her outfits were the most expensive? And how much did they really cost? Join us as we take a look at Melania Trump's most jaw-dropping, high-priced fashion moments. Melania Trump's life of elegance and influence. Melania Trump is best known as the wife of Donald J. Trump, the 45th and now 47th President of the United States. She is also the mother of their son, Barron Trump. But before she stepped into the political spotlight, Melania was already living a life of glamour. Born in Slovenia on April 26, 1970, Melania was one of only two First Ladies in U.S. history to be born outside the country. From a young age, she had a clear path to success. She started modeling early in life, quickly rising in the fashion world. By the time she moved to New York in 1996, she was already working with top photographers and appearing in major ad campaigns. Melania's journey from a European model to an American citizen was remarkable. In 2006, she officially became a U.S. citizen, making history as the only First Lady to do so. But her influence didn't stop there. She used her platform for philanthropy, supporting causes that mattered to her. In 2005, she was named an honorary chairwoman of the Martha Graham Dance Company and was awarded the title of Goodwill Ambassador by the American Red Cross, a position she held for 4 years. She was also deeply involved with children's charities. She served as honorary chairwoman for the Boys Club of New York for 5 years and was named Woman of the Year by the Police Athletic League in 2006. Melania also made an impact in the health sector. In 2010, she became the chairwoman of the American Heart Association, showing her commitment to spreading awareness about heart health. At the same time, she proved she had a keen business sense, launching a successful jewelry collection, Melania Trump timepieces, and jewelry. Despite her many roles, Melania has always said her most important job is being a mother and a wife. When Donald Trump was elected president in 2016, she moved to Washington, D.C. in 2017, making the White House home for her family. During her time as First Lady, she focused on helping children. In 2018, she launched Be Best, a campaign dedicated to promoting the well-being of young people. She traveled across the U.S. and even internationally to promote her message. She also showed deep respect for the military, frequently visiting bases and including military families in her events. Even after leaving the White House, she continued her advocacy work. She started Fostering the Future, a program that provides scholarships to young people aging out of the foster care system. The program is funded by her online platforms, which use blockchain technology, an industry she has embraced as part of her legacy. Melania has always found ways to leave her mark, whether through fashion, business, or philanthropy. But if there's one thing that has made her a global icon, it's her unforgettable sense of style. A First Lady with a taste for luxury. Melania Trump has always been known for her elegant fashion sense, but during her time as First Lady, her wardrobe reached a whole new level of luxury. As the wife of a billionaire, it's no surprise that Melania's closet was filled with high-end designer pieces. But in just 1 year, she spent nearly $250,000 on clothes alone, almost 4 times the average U.S. salary. Her fashion choices have always turned heads and sometimes even sparked controversy. At her husband's inauguration, she wore a bold outfit that had the internet buzzing with conspiracy theories about a body double. But no matter the occasion, one thing was certain: Melania's style was never cheap. In 2019, reports estimated that Melania's clothing bill added up to a staggering $241,777.57. And that's only for the outfits that could be identified, meaning the real number could be even higher. Despite a slow start to the year due to the U.S. government shutdown, she quickly made up for it by splurging nearly $20,000 in February alone. Her February wardrobe included a Cedric Charlier coat that cost nearly $1,750. But that was only the beginning. Throughout the year, Melania filled her closet with designer labels like Michael Kors, Gucci, and Chanel, spending thousands of dollars on each outfit. By April, she was celebrating her 49th birthday in true First Lady fashion, wrapped in luxurious designer coats. She wore a lilac Valentino coat that cost over $2,170 and an Adam Lippis floral coat priced at nearly $2,250. And that was just for a single occasion. But it wasn't just about birthdays and casual events. In May, Melania took a 4-day trip to Japan, where she packed a wardrobe that could rival a high-end fashion show. She stepped out in a Loro Piana jumpsuit worth $3,269, a Calvin Klein patterned dress priced at nearly $3,000, and a stunning J. Mendel gown costing over $4,250. And that was just for a single trip, a fashion statement on the global stage. Melania's most talked about fashion moments happened during international trips, where she made sure her outfits were as glamorous as the events she attended. In June 2019, she accompanied Donald Trump on a state visit to the UK, meeting with British royals and government officials. Even though she was only in the country for 3 days, she made sure her outfits left a lasting impression. As soon as she arrived, she stepped out in a Gucci dress in green, red, and white with a matching belt. The total price was $4,346.39, but that was nothing compared to the gown she wore for a dinner with Prince Charles. Melania chose a breathtaking Givenchy floor-length red gown, one of the most expensive dresses she wore that year, costing a staggering $7,002.65. However, her most expensive fashion moment in 2019 came during the G7 summit in June. In just one day, Melania spent an eye-watering $27,958.19 on clothes. But the real showstopper was her white Hermès bag, a luxury French brand known for its exclusivity. The price tag was a jaw-dropping $24,581.69 more than what many people spend on a car. Her spending didn't slow down after that. Later in the year, she returned to the UK with her husband and wore a striking yellow Valentino cape coat for a dinner with the royal family. The cost was $5,741.93. Melania Trump's most expensive fashion moments. As First Lady, she made headlines with her outfits, often choosing custom-made pieces and rare designer items. One of her most dazzling looks came in September 2017, when she stood beside Donald Trump during a White House reception. She wore a Monique Lhuillier metallic capelet gown that cost $7,995. The sweetheart neckline and sheer overlay gave it a mix of playfulness and sophistication. A thin velvet ribbon tied around her waist completed the look, making it one of her most talked-about evening outfits. Melania has a soft spot for shiny statement dresses. At a New Year's Eve event in 2022, she wore a sparkling Dolce & Gabbana midi dress with matching shoes. Sequins seemed to be a favorite of hers, though she surprised many when she skipped them at an inaugural ball in 2025. Instead of sparkles, she chose a black and white Hervé Pierre dress, while Usha Vance, the wife of Vice President J.D. Vance, stole the spotlight in a sequined sapphire gown. However, Melania did embrace one of 2025's hottest trends, chunky chokers, making her look just as eye-catching. While her gowns were always stunning, some of her choices sparked controversy. One unforgettable moment came when she wore the "I really don't care, do you" jacket while visiting immigrant children in Texas. The backlash was instant, though her team insisted there was no hidden message. After that incident, she switched to a more elegant look, stepping out in a pale yellow J. Mendel pleated gown on a visit to the UK. That dress was priced at $6,990. Melania's inauguration dress, a priceless piece of history. Melania Trump's inauguration gown in 2017 wasn't just a fashion statement, it became a piece of American history. For the occasion, she collaborated with designer Hervé Pierre to create a custom dress. According to her team, she wanted something modern, light, unique, and unexpected. The result was a sleek, off-the-shoulder gown that made headlines worldwide. Unlike her other designer pieces, this dress didn't come with a price tag, because it was priceless. Melania later donated it to the Smithsonian's First Ladies collection at the National Museum of American History, placing it among gowns worn by Jackie Kennedy, Michelle Obama, and other iconic First Ladies. But while her inauguration dress was a classic, her Michael Kors ensemble for Congress in 2017 was all about power and sophistication. For her husband's first address to a joint session of Congress, Melania opted for an all-black outfit. The look included a jacket priced at $4,995 and a skirt costing $4,595, bringing the total to a staggering $9,590. The ensemble was cinched at the waist with an oversized belt, creating a sharp, structured look. She kept her makeup neutral, with a simple nude lip and dark-lined eyes, and wore her hair in a sleek side part. Not all of her outfits were well received. In 2017, she traveled to Texas in $625 Manolo Blahnik heels, sparking criticism. Many felt the high heels were inappropriate for visiting a disaster site after Hurricane Harvey. By the time she arrived in Texas, she had swapped them for sneakers, but the debate had already taken over the headlines. Melania's accessories, more expensive than most outfits. It's easy to assume that Melania's most expensive fashion pieces were her dresses and coats, but sometimes it was her accessories that stole the show. Her Hermes Birkin collection is proof that luxury extends beyond clothing. In 2017, when she officially moved into the White House, she was seen carrying a brown Birkin bag worth $13,000. The bag itself was more expensive than the rest of her outfit combined. She paired it with $575 Bally trousers and $595 Manolo Blahnik heels. But that wasn't even her most expensive bag. That same year, she was spotted with a black Birkin rumored to be worth $75,000. To put that into perspective, that's more than the price of a luxury car. The Birkin bag is one of the most exclusive handbags in the world, originally designed for British-French actress Jane Birkin. The bags are made from rare materials like alligator skin and are so hard to get that even celebrities struggle to buy them. The most expensive Birkin ever sold went for $2 million, making Melania's $75,000 bag seem like a bargain. Speaking of which, her shoes were just as extravagant. While many remember the $625 Manolo Blahnik heels, she also stepped out in Christian Louboutin heels that cost $775 during a 2018 visit with French First Lady Brigitte Macron. She paired them with an all-white outfit totaling $2,970, including a $2,195 Michael Kors jacket and a custom Hervé Pierre hat. Melania's most expensive fashion month, June 2019. If there was one month where Melania's wardrobe spending went off the charts, it was June 2019. That month alone, she racked up over $27,958 in clothing expenses. She and Donald Trump traveled to the UK for a state visit, where she met with the British royal family and Prime Minister Theresa May. She arrived in a Gucci dress in green, red, and white with a matching belt, costing $4,346. For a dinner with Prince Charles, she wore one of her most expensive gowns to date, a Givenchy floor-length red dress priced at $7,002. But the biggest splurge of the trip wasn't a dress, it was a white Hermes bag worth $24,581. This single purchase alone was almost the price of an entire year's salary for many Americans. Melania's extravagant spending didn't stop there. When she returned to the UK later that year, she made another bold fashion choice. She stepped out in a bright yellow Valentino cape coat, priced at $5,741, once again proving her love for high-end statement pieces. Throughout her time as First Lady, Melania Trump's wardrobe was one of the most expensive in history. Whether it was designer gowns, handbags worth more than houses, or head-turning accessories, she never failed to make a statement. The $51,500 jacket that shocked the world. Melania Trump has worn many high-priced outfits, but one of her most talked-about looks was the $51,500 Dolce & Gabbana floral jacket she wore in 2017. She stepped out in the handmade coat during a visit to Italy for the G7 summit, pairing it with a simple embroidered midi dress. The colorful floral appliques, metallic threading, and intricate beadwork made it a one-of-a-kind piece. The coat itself cost more than what most Americans earned in an entire year at the time. Critics slammed her for wearing something so extravagant while meeting with world leaders. One person even wrote on social media, "A $51,500 coat doesn't make economic sense." Despite the backlash, the jacket was a fashion masterpiece, proving that Melania knew how to make a statement. That same year, she stepped out in a $690 Balmain button-down shirt while working in the White House kitchen garden. Many compared her look to Michelle Obama's more affordable J. Crew outfits, pointing out the huge price difference. Melania has never been afraid to wear luxury brands, but sometimes her choices sparked heated debates. A wedding dress worth a fortune. Melania's most expensive outfit ever was not something she wore as First Lady. It was her wedding dress. When she married Donald Trump in 2005, she walked down the aisle in a custom-made Dior gown that cost around $100,000. The dress was nothing short of royal. It featured high-quality satin, 1,500 embroidered diamonds and pearls, and a 16-foot-long veil. The entire gown weighed 60 pounds, making it one of the heaviest wedding dresses ever worn by a celebrity bride. The wedding itself was just as extravagant. The couple tied the knot at Bethesda by the Sea, a church in Florida, before hosting a lavish reception at Mar-a-Lago. The ballroom was decorated with 10,000 flowers, and guests were served caviar and crystal champagne. The cake alone cost $50,000, adding to the jaw-dropping expenses. Melania's 13-carat white diamond wedding ring was another highlight. Donald Trump reportedly spent $1.5 million on the ring, making it one of the most expensive celebrity engagement rings at the time. With such a grand wedding, it was clear that Melania's love for luxury began long before she became First Lady. Glamorous coats, expensive blouses, and designer gowns. Melania Trump's love for designer outerwear has been clear throughout the years. One of her most expensive coats was the $3,701 Gucci butterfly detail coat, which she wore to a summit in Helsinki with Russian President Vladimir Putin in 2018. She has also been spotted in a $3,950 yellow plaid Bottega Veneta coat during a White House Halloween event where she handed out candy to children. Her 2017 Michael Kors embroidered black suit, which she wore to a joint session of Congress, cost $9,590. The outfit included a $4,995 jacket and a $4,595 skirt, held together by a bold, oversized belt. Some critics thought the look was too flashy for the event, but Michael Kors defended her choice, saying, "Mrs. Trump has a keen understanding of what works best for her." One of her most talked-about blouses was the $1,100 Gucci Pussy Bow blouse, which she wore to a 2016 presidential debate. The timing was controversial since Donald Trump's infamous leaked audio had just surfaced, causing many to wonder if her outfit was a hidden message. However, her team denied any connection. Melania's fashion choices have always sparked conversation. Whether it was a $51,000 coat, a $100,000 wedding dress, or a controversial Gucci blouse, she never failed to turn heads. The fashion that made headlines. You see, Melania Trump has always had an eye for luxury. While she has been seen in casual outfits, like the Timberland boots she wore in 2017 while visiting Puerto Rico, Her most famous looks are nothing short of extravagant. Her wardrobe includes designer gowns, expensive accessories, and statement pieces that often carry jaw-dropping price tags. Throughout her years in the public eye, Melania has chosen high-end designers like Dolce & Gabbana, Ralph Lauren, and Christian Dior. Many of her outfits cost thousands of dollars, but it's not just the clothes that turn heads. Her accessories, luxury handbags, diamond jewelry, and elegant heels, often push the total cost of her looks into the tens of thousands. Her gowns, in particular, have been the highlight of many events. At state dinners and official ceremonies, Melania's outfits have been carefully chosen to make a statement. Some of her most expensive dresses have been estimated at over $7,000, with her most luxurious coats and accessories sometimes costing even more. Even after leaving the White House, Melania has continued to showcase her expensive taste. From dazzling evening gowns to rare designer handbags, her wardrobe remains as luxurious as ever. Melania Trump's fashion choices may be extravagant, but they are also a key part of her identity. Her style has made her one of the most fashionable first ladies in history, and her love for designer pieces continues to keep people talking. Which of Melania Trump's most expensive outfits do you think was the most stunning, and which one felt like an unnecessary splurge? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more such stories.